Shalom to everyone. Today we're learning Zera Shimshon, Parashat Tezaveh, letter Gimel. This learning should be Leilu Nishmat, Mazol, Bad Yishu'o, Ruach Hashem Tenichena Began Eden. Today is 59 years ago she passed away. She has beautiful children, Mulo Ilich, Mulo Yosef. Today with us, grandchildren, Mulo Emmanuel, and also Mulo Gabriel. Hashem should give bracha tzlacha to other children and grandchildren. Shegadlu b'torah mitzvot ma'asim tovim avrochoshon Yoshua. Что у вас будет радостные дни, chatunot, happiness, bar mitzvot and britot in your houses. V'chen yeh ratzon v'noman amen. And also, today's shiur is being sponsored by the Leilu Nishmat Mazal Bat Michal. This is a grandmother of our dear friend, Mr. Shlomo ben Belach Niyazov and Mr. Emmanuel ben Belach Niyazov, and also Rachmin ben Avrash. Hashem should give them bracha v'atzlacha. Only happy days should be in your houses. This shiur is also being sponsored by Rabbi Avraham ben Tamara and Rabbi Yonatan ben Gabriel. Hashem should give them mishalot libam letovav. Shegadlu b'torah mitzvot ma'asim tovim v'chen yeh ratzon v'nomar amen. Rabbi Yonatan, I want you to listen to this shiur next year on this week's parsha and say, that time I was not married, but this year I'm already married, Baruch Hashem. Amen. Amen. And Rabbi Abraham, the bar mitzvah of your son should be ba'atzlacha. He should do the amazing job and should have bar mitzvah singing of the Torah every week, Be'ezrat Hashem. And also Acharon Chaviv. We also would like to wish the miracle to happen. Be'ezrat Hashem, Molo Ephraim ben Zulai, Shamayev, Nisim and Niflaot should be. All your wishes should come true. Be'ezrat Hashem, it will happen very soon, in the proper time, in the proper place. V'chen yeh ratzon v'nomar amen. Anyone I missed? No? Okay, yes. Today also being sponsored by Mr. Avraham ben David Mulakandov, Leilu Nishmat of his dear father, David ben Chusni. Guys, this person, when we opened first Minyan for Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur 17 years ago, he was there with us with his whole entire family. Hashem should put him in Gan Eden. Shegadlu b'torah mitzvot ma'asim tovim v'chen yeh ratzon v'nomar amen. And you, Mr. Avraham, should bring your son, his name? Raphael, into the chuppah this year. He's a good kid. All the klanim are good, but he's special. Okay, Be'ezrat Hashem, now he knows where to be on every Tuesday night. But Be'ezrat Hashem, soon he's going to find himself also on Tuesday night under the chuppah. Now remember you that day. Amen. And also, yes. Refuah Shlema to Rabbi in Australia. The name is? Gad ben Miriam Shulamit. And also you, Rabbi Yosef Chaim ben? Yosef Leib ben Sarleh. Refuah Shlema v'chen yeh ratzon v'nomar amen. Also, I cannot forget, this is a person from LA, listens to our shooting for years and years. She's big tzaddiket, and thank you for her donation support. And Hashem should give us shloshna, speedy refuah shlema. Miriam, Minu, Miriam Chedva, Bad Maluk, and also her son Daniel ben Minu, Miriam Chedva. Sheyeh Yishuv Adat. Be'ezrat Hashem, shegadlu b'torah mitzvot ma'asim tovim v'chen yeh ratzon v'nomar amen. Refuah Shlema? Refuah Shlema Michael ben Malka also.
Avrash ben Mazal.
גם שורה בת מזל, שורה בת שרה, וגם כל חולי עמו ישראל. Guys, our friend, Nison ben Mashiach. Hashem should give him refuah shlema. Baruch Hashem, he had very hard COVID last week. Baruch Hashem is good now, and Hashem should cure everyone, including Rabbi Shmuel Zalman ben Chana. V'chen yeh ratzon v'nomar amen. Okay, this Zera Shimshon is a little bit long, but I will not drag it long. If I see the time is coming close to 10 o'clock, I will say the last portion and stop with it. But you should know one thing. In this Zera Shimshon, there is 10 different details. Anyone could connect to any detail he wants to. There's a lot of details, and each detail touches everybody's heart. You don't see it right away. It will take hour, 30 minutes, hour, 2 hours, but it has certain connection, and you will get connected. It's unbelievable. Hashem appeared to Moshe Rabbeinu by burning bush, and Hashem said to Moshe Rabbeinu, listen, I could come to you in a Manhattan, in Fifth Avenue, in a beautiful place, but I'm coming to you in a burning bush to show you I'm on the thorns, Igolki. I'm suffering, Hashem said, because my nation is suffering in Egypt. They are slaves and I'm suffering. Go take them out. Moshe Rabbeinu said, who should I go to? Hashem said, you go to Jewish people and you go to Paro. He said, no, to Jewish people I'm not going to go. To Paro I'm going to go. Hashem said, no, you will go to Jewish people also. Moshe said, no, I'm not going to go to Jewish people. Hashem said, you will go. I will not go 7 days battle. Hashem said, no problem. Now you're being stubborn towards me. No. One day when you will say yes, I will say no. This is teaching a lesson to our young couples. A lot of young couples want to get married. I don't know, they get right away psychological. I don't understand. First you get married, live 10 years, then you get psychological. First they get psychological, they want to get married. So what the psychology says, when you get married, don't get pregnant first 1-2 years. You have to know each other. Let me tell you something. You'll never know who you are, bichlal, until after 20. After 120, then you will know who you are. You know what? But they tell me, but how can I have children? You know, we are not ready. Yeah, you're right. When you be ready, how do you know Hashem is ready or not? Then Hashem will say, I'm not ready now. Then you're stuck. I will not be scared to mention this. There was a Kala 2.5 years ago. She came to my wife, she said, I know you want to teach me Chatan Kala classes, to my wife. Jumping right on. But you know what? I don't want to get pregnant first 2 years. My wife said, you know what? Get up and go. Bye. I'm not going to teach you. Go learn by somebody else. I'm not going to teach you. She said, no, but you have to teach me, you know. My wife said, listen to me. You don't come to Rebbetzin and teach Rebbetzin. You learn from Rebbetzin. If you want to know, listen to my idea, to my opinion, Torah opinion. According to Rabbi Wolkin, my husband follows him. You can't not get pregnant when you get married. You get married, you have to get pregnant. She said, no, I don't want. Then my wife said, I'm sorry, I don't want to teach you. She got up and left. 2 days later, she called back, she said, fine. I want to come to you. She wanted to learn, get married, and not get pregnant. After the third lecture, after the third lesson that she went with my wife put her in the nail like, you can't play games with it. You don't play with Hashem. You know what happened then? Within the first year, she had two boys. Guess what? It was so emotional, they even forgot to invite us to the bridge. But we don't care. You know the point is? How do you know you say no to Hashem? When you say yes, Hashem will say no to you. If Hashem said no to Moshe Rabbeinu, Hashem could say no to you. Don't play games. You get married? Why to get married? What, you get married to read newspaper? What do you get married to? To dance around? No, you get married to have children. The first mitzvah of the Torah. You get married to have children. And you get married not to have children? What is that? That's wrong. Now let's start. This is first connection you can get from here. From now on, any Chatan Kala you see, say Hashem should give you within a year Ben Zachar. Oh, we don't want to have. Be quiet. Why? They have to have children. I'm telling you, anyone wants to begin the marriage life with sensitivity, oh, we need time, this time will never finish. They need here 1 year, and another year, and another year, and another year. By the time they'll know each other, they will be not knowing each other anymore. Wrong. They should have children right away, and Hashem should give bracha to everyone to have children as soon as possible. This shiur that we're saying right now, I don't want to miss. I want to say Leilu Nishmat Bella Belor Bat Esther, and also Miriam Bat Suri, Ruach Hashem Tenichen Bagan Eden, Pinchos Ben Bachmal, my uncle Aaron Ben Yaitov, וגם כל הנפטרים והנפטרות, וגם חידז זכותו יגן עלינו, רבי חיים יוסף דוד אזולאי זכותו יגן עלינו, וכן יהי רצון ונאמר אמן.
He's coming back. He went to repark his car.
Okay, no problem. Because I know, usually we don't say something insulting people too. Okay, let's go. Midrash says, "V'ata akrev elecha el Aaron achicha." Hashem said, Moshe, now you come to me and bring your brother also closer to me. Moshe got upset. Me and my brother? Why? It's not upset like jealousy, like two brothers, why are you giving more respect to my brother than to me? Jealousy, people have every ages. Don't think people 20, they're jealous, 25, they're not jealous. I was once in Yeshua, 3 brothers. One is, no exaggeration, 78, one is 80, one is 82. 78-year-old one does Yeshua in his house. And they invited me, and he says to me, Rabbi, it's me doing in my house. Here's my wife, she's cooking everything, say thank you to her. Good, fair. So, we did the Yeshua, I got up in the middle and I said, hi, thank you, Apasivio, you're doing the cooking and everything. The older brother got up, 82 years old. What is going on here? Why 2 times you say thank you to him and no thank you to me? I got stuck. I said, Chodel, it's scary. Jealousy has no limit. But this, we're not talking about Moshe Rabbeinu, that Moshe Rabbeinu had jealousy. Chas v'shalom. Moshe Rabbeinu, he said, I wanted to be a Kohen, as Hashem promised me. And Aaron, I wanted to be a Levi, as Hashem promised me. But what happens opposite. Moshe is Levi, and Aaron is Kohen. Because Moshe Rabbeinu wanted to serve Hashem more, he got upset. Not because of jealousy, more respect. No. He said, I want to be more serving Hashem. Hashem, can I do more? Hashem said, do you remember I told you to go to speak to Jewish nation? You didn't want. Yeah. You want now? I don't want now. When I wanted you, you didn't want. So now you want, and I don't want. How many days Moshe Rabbeinu was Hashem begging Moshe Rabbeinu? How many days were there?
7.
By the burning bush, 7 days. How many days Moshe Rabbeinu was Kohen Gadol? Do you know first Kohen Gadol in the world was Moshe Rabbeinu? He taught Aaron, and the 8th day Moshe Rabbeinu came, Hashem said, Chazak Baruch, take off your Joma, put it on him. Why? Because you taught him for 7 days. Now he's going to be Kohen Gadol. He said, for how many days? For how many days? For generations. You're done. He said, why? I wanted to be. He said, no. When I wanted, you didn't want. Now you want, I don't want. This is how a person has to be sensitive towards Hashem's needs. Let's go further. Midrash Rabba, how do dichtiv lule toratcha sha'ashui az avati ba'oni. Hashem, if it wouldn't be for your Torah, my delight, I would be already gone with my sufferings. Do you know how much people suffered in Germany? But yet, they were sitting in a group and say Divrei Torah. That Torah gave them light, in this concentration camp we learn Torah. Such a happiness. It says in Tehillim, Lule Toratcha Sha'ashui. If not for your delight, Hashem, your Torah, my delight, as avati be'oni, then I would lose in my sufferings, in my poorness. Can you imagine? Some person doesn't have so much money, but he has something Torah. He learns Torah, he learns Gemara, he learns Chumash, he learns Mishnah. He understands something. Wow, my father was trying to tell me something 30 years ago. I didn't understand. Now I understand. Ooh, do you know how deep it is? So beautiful it is. That happiness. It's more. It makes you forget all your sufferings, all your pain. Rabbi Rav Yosef, somebody sent me a video. If you want, I'll send it later on to the group. He saw Rabbi Shlomo Zalman Auerbach's son. 10 years ago, because 8 years how Rav passed away and 3 years how the Rabbi passed away. And he said, Rabbi, bless me, I cannot sit on the chair. Says Rav Yosef. He says, my spine hurts, my back hurts, and then now Rabbi Shlomo Zalman Auerbach said to him, how do you still learning Torah? So many books are open in front of you. He said, I'll tell you the truth. He says, Lule Toratcha Sha'ashui az avati be'oni. He said, if it wouldn't be for your Torah, Hashem, that is my delight, I would be already long time done with my sufferings, with my pain in the back and everywhere. You understand? When you learn Torah, you forget about your pain. This is the Torah. This is the beauty of Torah. Can you imagine how many things you went through all day? All day! Some of you have mortgages. Some of you had this. Some of you did that. So much headaches. You come here, the whole world, I forgot about Me and Hashem finished. That's the most. Lule Toratcha Sha'ashui az avati be'oni. Wouldn't be for your Torah my delight, I would lose already in my pain. Now I'll go a little bit faster if you give me permission, because I promise you at 10 o'clock we'll stop. כשאמר הקדוש ברוך הוא למשה ואתה אקרב אליך, הרע לו. When Hashem said to Moshe Rabbeinu, now you come close and bring Aaron also, Moshe Rabbeinu got a little bit upset. אמר לה, תורה הייתה לי ונתתי אליך. Hashem said, why are you upset? I had Torah, I gave it to you. Who brought down the Torah on Har Sinai? Moshe Rabbeinu. Hashem said, why are you upset? שאילו להי עבדתי עולמי. Hashem said, do you know what? If I wouldn't have my Torah in the world, I would be already gone with the world. I would destroy the whole world long time ago. If it wouldn't be for Torah, Hashem would destroy the whole world. Wow. Can you imagine? The world is standing on what? Only on Torah. Nothing else. Only Torah keeps the world alive. This is why Hashem made America. Now is what time? What time is it? Almost 10 o'clock. In Israel, what time now? 5 o'clock in the morning. In Russia, 6 o'clock. In Moscow, 7 o'clock. In China, 3 o'clock. Why different hours? So people should learn day and night Torah. Torah learning, that's if it would be one time, everyone goes to sleep, the world is gone because Torah learning stopped. So Hashem made different time of seasons, so people should constantly learn Torah. Day and night, Torah is going. אמר לה, תורה היית לי ונתתי לך, שאילו להי עבדתי עולמי עד כאן לשונות. צריך עיון, מה עניינו של פסוק לו לתורתך לכאן? What here has to do, wouldn't be for your Torah, my delight, I would lose out. What's the connection here? ועוד קשה, איך אפשר שמשה דכתיב והאיש משה עניו מאוד, יהיה מצר בגדולת אחיו. Isn't this Moshe, is Moshe Rabbeinu the most humble man in the world? Moshe, the most humble man in the world. He, you talk to him about his brother, he's becoming big, he's getting upset. Excuse me, you should be more happy. Why is Moshe Rabbeinu being upset? ומצינו בארון ההפך מזה, כדכתיב. Who can tell me why Kohanim have to wear the breastplate? How many stones were there? 12. Who wore it? Only Kohanim. Kohanim. Tomorrow when Moshiach comes, you get up and you're going to wear it. Why? Why you? Why Kohanim? Why not Levi? You know, Leviim didn't do golden calf. Kohanim did. Kohanim wear it, Leviim don't wear it. Why not? Why not? Because when Hashem said to Moshe Rabbeinu, Moshe, you'll be the king, and Aaron will be your secondary. Moshe Rabbeinu said, thank you. Then Hashem said to Aaron, your brother will be the biggest, and you'll be his supporter. He said, yeah, really, my brother big. Wow, I'm so happy from bottom of my heart. Hashem said, since you're happy from bottom of your heart, you're going to wear a breastplate that you're putting on the heart. But Moshe was not that happy. Why not? Because we're not talking about physical happiness over here. Moshe was really happy, but he was not so happy because he wanted to serve Hashem more. And he's not serving Hashem more. This way he's upset because he became Levi and not Kohen. This way he's upset. ועוד, מה תירוצו זה, תורה הייתה לי ונתתי אליך. So what Hashem tries to tell to Moshe Rabbeinu? I had Torah and I gave it to you. ולמה הוא זך לומר שאילו להי עבדתי עולמי? What does that mean? Hashem says, you know, if I wouldn't have my Torah, the world would be destroyed. So you, Moshe, you are the person who is, because of who the world is standing. You wouldn't bring down the Torah, the world would be gone. ונודע שבשביל שאמר משה, שלח נא ביד תשלח, נתלה ממנו הכהונה. Because Moshe Rabbeinu said, Hashem, don't send me to speak to Jewish people, send somebody else. Because Moshe Rabbeinu said, send somebody else, he lost to be a Kohen. כדאמרינן בפרק ב' זבחים. פרק י"ב זבחים אמר הקדוש ברוך הוא, אני אמרתי שתהיה, look at this. Gemara Zvachim, page 102 says, Hashem said, I created the world. Can you imagine? You just said here, right? Do you know 5,781 years ago, Hashem said, in Rav Akilov's shul, Elisha has to come and sit number 4. Everything we do, Hashem said. Look, proof. Amar HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Hashem said, אני אמרתי שתהיה אתה כהן ואהרון לוי. Hashem said, I told you, Moshe, when I created the world, you should be Kohen, Aaron, your brother, should be Levi. But who changed the cycle? You. What? עכשיו יהיה הדבר להפך. But now will be opposite. All the time. You know, when is the most happiest time of Chatan and Kala? Under the chuppah. What happened month, 2 months, 3 months later? What happened? They give you a call. Rabbi. Like, you know, sometimes almost like in the middle of the night, 10 o'clock, 11, 12. Can I ask you a question? Yeah, sure. What was the question? What's the question? Can you tell me one thing? I have serious questions. Oh, I already know what the question is. You know what the question is? Tell me the truth. Is my wife my soulmate? Is my husband my soulmate? Like, this question, they always ask you. Anytime you teach Chatan Kala, you do chuppah, wait for the 3 months phone call. After 3 months, you get phone call. Within 3 months, sorry. Why? Because sometimes they see things opposite and they say, listen, we are different people. Who put us together? They don't understand. The more you're different, the more you are matching. Because one has to be plus, one has to be minus. So when Hashem put you here, were you under the chuppah? Yes, that is your soulmate. If you got to the chuppah, say it and I'll give you the answer that you don't like. Say it. How about people get divorced?
So they're not
I'm sorry.
meant to be for each other.
I'm nobody to say that, but I'm repeating my rabbi's words. Jewish people don't get divorced.
No, you said religious people don't get divorced.
I wanted to be polite, but you...
You told me one time before.
You know what I learned today? Something? Somebody sitting near me, I'm not going to show my finger because it's going to hurt my finger. Somebody sitting near me, he posted early in the morning today, a woman talking, Divrei Torah. I put the shiur, I was falling asleep, I said, where is this coming from? And she said something smart, even though I was not agreed to put her in the group ever again. Woman, you don't listen to Divrei Torah. Woman to woman, it's a men's group, my friend. But she said one very smart thing. She said, if you take somebody's glasses and put it on you, it's not going to fit your eyes because you have different eyes, he has different eyes. So if so, why you want to put different person's wallet into your pocket? You want to make his money he makes? Yeah, a lot of times people are jealous. They say, oh, look at it, he bought a house, I want to buy a house like this. Stop. Take his glasses, put it on. How it's going to fit on you? I want to see that. No, he has different size glasses, we have different size glasses. If Hashem put you in here and he gave you special glass, means that's what deserves to you. You know, the truth is, the Pesach is a good story. He says, if you take out, all of you, take out your wallet on the table, in the end of the day, each one will take his own wallet. Why? Because in order to get that person's wallet, you have to get his problem as well. This person's wallet, you have to get his problem as well. His problem? No, I don't take mine. Put it in the pocket and be happy. What do you have? Why do you have to go to there to be happy? You have to be happy now. Hashem, thank you, I'm happy. Yeah? Sorry. That's... So now Hashem said, you gonna be Levi, Aaron will be Kohen, and this is measure for measure. How? You want b'may de'ibai, lan b'perek dal den darim, ikahani shluchid rachaman or shluchid hidar. Can I ask a question, guys? You just to and understand this good enough to finish the shiur. I don't need to go deeper than this. I'm not here to finish till 11 o'clock. No. I want to make sure in 5 minutes we stop. But you have holiday or you sinned. Let's say there's Beit HaMikdash. We live all in Yerushalayim. You sin. What do? You buy a sheep, right? You take a sheep. You take your hands and you put on it, Hashem, please forgive me for all my sins I did. I know I'm deserved to be punished, but take my punishment on the sheep and I should enter into good life. Forgive me for my sins, what I did, please forgive me. You pray your prayer, okay, and you go away. Then you give your sheep to a Kohen. Kohen takes and he brings inside the other person with a knife. He doesn't have to be Kohen who slaughters, doesn't have to be Kohen. One guy slaughters, Kohen stays with a bucket, catches blood, runs. Why? Because blood right away becomes jello. Whoever was in Bukhara, Samarkand, Tashkent, he knows when they make shchita, blood right away becomes like a jello. On Slazu Stanov, it's a congeal, gustoy. So in the Beit HaMikdash, blood vessels, they were not with the bottom, it was round. Why? So always moves, blood doesn't congeal. Blood is always moves. So he has to take it around and sprinkle on the mitzvah. That's all. We need meat. Hashem needs blood. Hashem needs blood. That's all. Question comes in. Gemara, in few places, Gemara Kiddushin asking. So Gemara says, 1 second. The Kohen that got the animal, got the blood, sprinkled, whose messenger he is? My messenger or Hashem's messenger? Who is he? Question to you, question. You live in New York. You like a girl from Canada. You cannot go to Canada. You don't want to travel. You have busy work. You tell your friend, listen, Avram, here is a ring. Go to Canada. There's a girl, Esther. Give it to her. With this ring, say, Haread Mekudeshet Lo. Now you married to him. Kedat Moshe Israel. Give it to her from my name, and she should be my wife. Is she his wife? The answer is
Yes.
yes. What do you mean? The whole Torah. The whole Torah. Your messenger is like you. Right or wrong, guys?
Yes.
Messenger, yeah?
Yes.
1 second. When you sell chametz, do you give to a rabbi? I make you a messenger to sell my chametz. Right? Messenger is like you. The whole Torah.
Yeah, you say that you're my messenger.
Yeah. Over there also you say, you my messenger to give this ring to that girl, she's my wife.
Okay.
Your messenger's hands becomes your hands. His legs, your legs. His words, your words. His actions, your actions, right? Right. The question is, when I bring the animal to Bet HaMikdash and I give to a Kohen, who is this Kohen? My messenger or Hashem's messenger?
For me to
You can't dance in two weddings at the same time. Either this
Unless
side
if
or
he
that.
doesn't say that you're my messenger, he's my messenger.
give me.
He says, please bring my
My
korban.
kurban.
So it's his messenger.
His messenger.
But who appointed him to be there? Hashem. Hashem said Kohen only does it. So whose messenger he is? So one second. I want to ask you a different question. What's the difference? Who cares? In the end of the day, job is done. Who
As long
cares?
as the message gets across.
Yes, he brings the sacrifice. Dude, that's all. Who cares? Gemara says no. There is one point that it matters. Where, let's say this Kohen saw you yesterday in the marketplace and fought with you. Before being here, he fought with you in the marketplace, and you said to him, "I promise from now on, I'll never have benefit from you." Okay, people do that when they're angry. They say, "That's all. I'm never gonna eat a piece of bread from you anymore." Okay, you know. So what happens now? He goes to bed and she says, "Oh, Avro Chaim, what are you doing here?" He says, "What are you doing here? You said they're gonna have benefit from me. Why bring your korban to me?" So the question is, can he give him the korban to bring or no? Yes. If you say, he's my messenger, I cannot have benefit from him, I'm stuck. If you say he's Hashem's messenger, I'm not benefiting from him, he's Hashem's messenger. He's doing what Hashem told him to do, and therefore I'm allowed to give him. From now on, what we learn, be careful when you make promises. Why? Once you say to someone, I'm now going to benefit from you, boom, you can't have benefit from him anymore. You got to be very careful to what you say. So Gemara says here, who are the Kohanim? You know what Gemara finishes off? Gemara says, Kohanim are messengers of Hashem. Question to you. If I'm messenger of Hashem, my action becomes whose action? Hashem. My words? Hashem's words. My hands, legs? Hashem's hands, legs. I'm messenger, right? Look how deep it goes. It's very deep. I just have to finish because I said in 2-3 minutes I'll stop. But I want to finish this piece. Look what it says. Gemara says honestly, Gemara didn't finish the topic over there. Gemara proves how they're our messengers, and Gemara proves how they're Hashem's messengers. And in the end, Gemara says, the Kahanish look at the Ninhu, and Gemara says over there, really Kohanim, they are messengers of Hashem. In Gemara Kiddushin, page 23b. V'chem pasaka Rambam Zal. Rambam, who lived 900 years ago, close to 900 years ago, he said, Kohanim are messengers of Hashem. So if person got angry at the Kohen and said, I'm not allowed to benefit from you, he goes to shul, this Kohen gives him Birkat Kohanim. Can he take Birkat Kohanim? Yes, because they are Hashem's messengers, not my messengers. He does what Hashem told him to do, not he does something favor for me.
Kohanim can give somebody, he can go to make it blessed.
You are 100% right. When he hates somebody, or somebody hates him, you're right. But when they argued, and he doesn't hate him, he just said, from now on, I don't want to go to your house to eat from you. In that case, he doesn't hate him. He didn't fight with him. He just said, I don't have benefit from you anymore. That's all. Why? Because maybe that Kohen gives him a piece of bread and talks to him as if he gave him a cow. You know, sometimes people talk sometimes, like, yeah, tax deal, you have to be careful. And then he's regret that he had a piece of bread in his house. My father used to say, how do you know if the owner of the house called you to the house, if it's cheap or not? Should I tell you some funny stuff from my father? My father used to say, if he puts in front of you tall vase, you want to get one grape, you get up, you take one vase. one grape. Now you want to take second grape. You're not gonna get up anymore. You're embarrassed. So that's the first sign. Second sign, when they see guests, they start fighting, husband and wife. You said that, I hate you, hate me. Like, and they start fighting. So guests should feel stupid and go home, you know. And the third one is they just sit by the table and sit quiet, look at each other. Husband and wife look at each other. Guest feels like, come on, what am I doing here? And goes, or sometimes they say, заходите, все наши пенсии сегодня на гостеприимство уходят. Заходите, no problem. Не, с вами связь не имеет, садитесь, пожалуйста. Like, you know, all this, my father used to bring up, very, very good. And my father used to say, let's say you come as domot, right, to somebody's house. Don't sit like hundi, don't know nothing, just be careful, you know. No, sit like spokojno. They talk about politics. Yeah, I heard about this. Yes, trouble, win, yes, of course, like, you know, like, you know, don't sit like a hundi, sit quiet. And then they give you vodka to drink. You say, no, I don't drink. First cup, you say, no. They'll say, oh, just be careful, like Salvador. So we're not going to give him the door. First one, you drink. Second one, you don't drink. Why? Because, oh, custom pianica, you know. You have to know the measurements. You have to know the laws, you know. You have to be very, very careful. How do you test domot? How do you test? Listen, I'm not an expert myself. Listen, I have to go take education myself. But Gemara says,
Testing right now.
Gemara in Gittin, I believe, 60, no? Gemara in Gittin says, there's 3 ways to test. How? Bekiso, bekoso, bekaaso. With this joke, I'll finish because I know I'm taking too much time today. So, bekiso, you check him on his pocket. Can we go make shopping? Shopping, yeah, okay. Let's order Chinese food. Do you want to eat? He says to Kala. Kala says, no. Bush Bukhana goes, yes, I want to eat. No, I don't want to eat. I'm full. I'm fine. They can do nishkam, so you know. No, I'm fine. I don't want to eat. Oh, you don't want to eat? I also don't want to eat. Okay, we'll take one full and we'll split it in 2. So that shows you that it's cheap. But whatever. So he says, no, I don't want to park over here. It's like $3. I rather park 15 blocks away. Big deal. I want 15 blocks. Okay, big deal. Snow. I'll walk. It's not a problem. You just wait. Like, you know, all those stuff. So, Bekiso, see, if have you seen shopping, you know, it's just here apple like in 100 apple is 75 cents a pound. In the Queen's Boulevard, 73 cents a pound. I don't know why there, you know, for 2 cents he wants to go there. But it's okay. So this is Bekiso. Check in his pocket. Second, Bekoso. Give him a cup of wine to drink. Why? Wine goes in, secrets come out. Wine goes in, через 5 minutes, wait now, secrets come out. Bekoso. And the third one is Bakaso. Press on his buttons a little bit to see how is he acting when he's angry, you know? When he's angry, you know, crazy. Oh, Chazak Baruch. One guy and a girl, she was my wife's classmate 19 years ago already, maybe 20 years ago. We were just going out that time with my wife, and her friend went out. Suddenly they got stuck. They went to a certain area and they got lost. Now they come out already hungry and they got stuck in traffic. And he takes Narul, you know, on the wheel with his head. She said, I hate it. Why should I be in traffic? She got so scared. She said, please take me home, I beg you. With this, they had finished. But there was one guy, went out with Bukhan girl, and he ran on a red light on 75th. You know, there's a 73rd at Queens Boulevard, Askan Avenue. There's a camera. You know? This camera is already over bar mitzvah over there, more than 13 years. So what happened is the guy went on red light, you know, and suddenly he went to Chinese food, and she said, no, I'm fine. So he took one small food, half to her, half to him, like, you know. She didn't eat it. He said, okay, I'll take it home, like, you know. It's just seemed to throw food on the floor, like, whatever. So Lama said she saw it's cheap. She said, listen to me, you know, I think we're just not for each other. You have different culture, I have different culture, you know, I'm Bukhari, you're a little bit different, but whatever. We're not for each other. Please. So what happened is, they broke off. 2 weeks later, she opens the mail, ticket, $50. He, on the bottom, he wrote, you said to me no, you will pay for the ticket. She wrote back, I'm willing to pay 20 tickets, but not fall into your hands. What do we learn from here? It is important to be open, not to be
Tight.
One rabbi, Rabbi Shlomo Chaim Yazar, he would say, life like this. Life is like this. You make money like this. Your family needs to take, let him take. You need to use, there's for you. When you like this, you give to everybody and you don't have enough for your family, everything goes over, there's no life. Or when you like this, also there's no life. Middle class. You know when to spend, you know when to keep. You know how to spend, you know how to keep. When you have your balance in life, you're the most happiest person. Hashem should help us to keep balance. But I want to finish the last statement. Last statement says, because Moshe Rabbeinu brought down Torah from Hashem, we forget. We learn, we forget. Moshe Rabbeinu said, guys, get from Hashem Torah. We got only 2 commandments from Hashem. 8 got Moshe Rabbeinu. We said, Moshe, we're scared, we're gonna die. They would not die. Hashem put that fear to test people. If they would be quiet and Moshe Rabbeinu would bring all 10, we would not have Yetzer Hara, nobody ever would die and nobody ever would forget. Because we were scared, we depended on Moshe, said, will you bring us the Torah? Because Moshe gave a word to us. We have Torah of a Moshe, of human being. Because we got Torah of Hashem, but through human being, we have forgetfulness. We forget things. Today we learn something, oh, I forgot. In a year, oh, I forgot. Why it happens? Because we got to the Moshe Rabbeinu. Hashem should help us to return us back to Beit HaMikdash. And we should hear back from Hashem. All these and never forget. Thank you everyone for coming. I believe we learned something today. Don't forget number 314. That's Shin Dalet and Yud, Hashem's name. Baruch Adonai Le'olam Amen.